Game one of the season for the Ava Bear baseball team is a success. They make the long 2.5 hour drive to Clinton, Missouri on a cold and windy Friday late afternoon, early evening. And the Bears put up win number one on the season, get off to a great start here in this game. Did fall behind early 1-0 to Clinton, but in the second inning, Ava takes advantage of some walks and a lot of hit batsmen. And Pitts and Swearingen coming through with hits, scoring runners. Ava put up 5 in the second half of the inning. Had a 5-1 lead going into the third, and Clinton, their best offensive inning in the game. They scored 3 runs. It got tightened up at 5-4, and that's where it went into the fifth inning. Ava scratched 1 run across. Kenan Pitts scoring off the Fisher Melton hit. Bears were very good with 2 outs today at the plate. They would add 3 more runs of insurance in the sixth, and 4 more in the seventh. Up and down the lineup, everybody contributing today, and got a great start on the mound from Kyle Pitts. 6 innings, struck out 14. He had the minimum of 2 strikeouts each inning. And again, there is a great mix of talent here from some returning starters. And folks, these freshmen not looking like freshmen here in the first varsity game. So it's a 13-4 winner. Bears start off 1-0 on the season. And big week next week, starting Monday at Kerr Field, game against Logan Rogersville. And then Tuesday, our next Ava baseball broadcast, a home game against Hollister. We make the long drive. It got cold, but the Bears put up 13 on the scoreboard. 13-4, the final score for Cos Sports. Tyler Watterson. There we go. That's the right button. We are getting ready for the bottom of the seventh. Preston Adams come in, trying to get an inning of work there. Kyle Pitts. Great day. 14 strikeouts is what I had him unofficially for there in 6 innings. Gave up 4 hits. 4 runs, although not all of them earned, I don't believe. Got to be satisfied with his first day pitching performance. There's a foul tip for strike 1. Due up here in the order. It's the top half. 1-2-3. Caden Lafarge in. There's a ball that bounces down and away. Count at 1-1. Wind up. And fastball misses just a bit high. $13-4 the score here. Bottom 7th. You're going to come 2.5 hours for a mid-March regular season game. You might as well win it. Ava now a grounder to shortstop, and the out is made. 2 outs away from doing just that. As I believe that was young Kenan Pitts. Charging it nice. We've got Gunnar Evans at catcher. Kyle Pitts at second. Kenan at short. That's got to be fun for the brothers, I would think, getting to play together there. Middle of the infield. First pitch swung on and missed. And it's lefty Cody Mitchell. Next one, fastball high. And getting pretty breezy again. Boy, with the wind chill, we're flirting with the low 50s now. Nice curveball in there for a strike. 0-2. Adams can throw whatever he desires here. Out of the windup. Here it comes. Tried to get him to chase one high and away. It was laid off. This has got to feel good for Coach Weston Lofton, Coach Cooper Emmerich. Here's a liner right center field, and it falls in for a 1-out single here. And it'll bring in Will Golder. And the addition to the coaching staff this year, Caleb Johnson, of course, was fantastic in his time wearing the Ava Bear uniform. And that Brings a lot of good knowledge and experience. Played 4 or 5 years there at C of O. Got to get to the NAIA World Series there, the NCCAA World Series a couple of times in those last 2 seasons. Sure how last year went, a down year. This is morale and vibes should be pretty good for that 2.5-hour ride home we'll have. Aside from the base running miscues early in the game and the injury there with Richards, with young Garrett Richards, it's as an Ava baseball fan, you got to be pretty pleased with how game 1 went. Runner goes, Evans throw down, and he got him. Kenan Pitts was there with the tag, and Evans throws out a guy. Second out of the inning, 2 down now, while Will Golder is at the plate. We're after 7 o'clock. It's only getting colder. Let's go, boys. Finish her up. Curveball just a bit outside. Here's the next pitch. Foul ball. Fought it off. Out in foul territory, and that almost hit a vehicle. Even though I had to carry the table and chair and such, I parked plenty far away. I've had enough issues with my vehicle over the last couple of years. Don't want any more dents. Here's a foul. Nope. Say not a foul. Checked the swing, and I wasn't sure if he got the bat on or not. So the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Looking to end the game. The fastball misses high. 2-out walk. Brings in Jack English. Had an RBI in the 3rd. One of the 14 strikeout victims of Kyle Pitts. That's literally averaging more than 2 strikeouts per inning. What Kyle Pitts did there. Hit his spots, mixed speeds. And aside from that 3rd inning, really kept the Clinton hitters off balance all game long. Check over to the runner at first. Safe. And out of the stretch comes set, pitch just a bit out. Adams back on the rubber. Waiting. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Trying to wrap this one up. Here's the swing and a pop-up on the infield. Kyle Pitts has it, and that's a winner in Game 1 for the Ava Bears. Great start to the season. Final score, Ava 13, Clinton 4.
Jim's body.
For the Cardinals, Cody Mitchell. You know, you look at their uniforms, I mean, they look just like what you would see with the Springfield Cardinals or the Memphis Redbirds. And swing and a pop-up, trying to get out of play. Again, a lot of real estate here in foul territory. And it lands softly. Ava Baseball Game 1 here on the season. Got a big test on Monday with Logan Rogersville. who's, boy, they got the whole basketball program, boys and girls, up in Columbia right now. I believe they fell, the boys did, in the semifinal earlier. The girls, they'll have their opportunity for it to get for the state title game, I think at 8 o'clock later this evening. Swing and another deep fly ball from Adams, but the left fielder able to track it down. Everybody tagging up. There's some good base running. Hutch will score. And a sac fly RBI for Adams. That scores Jordan Hutchinson. Swearingen, he will move up to third. And the young freshman Kenan Pitts in 1-for-3 in the game. He scored twice. Takes first pitch, fastball, high and away. Ava, 2 home games next week. Here's a swing, and Pitts, shallow center field. It's trouble, and it's down. Give Pitts the single RBI. And Ava just pouring it on here. 13-4 now. Over Clinton. 5 runs in the second, 1 in the fifth, 3 in the sixth, and so far, adding more in this inning, and that one will hit Hutchinson. I've lost track of how many. I think that's 11 now. Hit batsman from Cardinal pitching today. That was Parker Smith there at the plate, got hit. Again, he's in for the injured Garrett Richards. Calling it a bruised knee situation that happened there. I think it was the third inning. Runners at first and second with the 2 down. Pickoff move back over to second. And safe is young Kenan Pitts. There is a JV game after this. It's probably going to start somewhere around 7:30. And that's going to be a late bus ride back. I think Cooper put the over-under of 11:30 p.m. Coach Emmerich. 13-4 the score. Swinging a chopper up the middle, snagged by the pitcher. And he'll go and flip it over to first for the third and final out to retire Gunnar Evans. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Bears now enjoying a 9-run lead here on opening day.
What?
Getting colder by the minute up here at Clinton. Opening day. And for softball, we will have our first broadcast for them on Monday. Now, there are a few conflicting dates this year. We put out our broadcast schedule on our KKOZ Facebook page today. And we're certainly glad that you are tuned in with us here today, whether you're at the mock field for our Ava 11U team, listening in on your earpieces, or maybe doing some family bonding at the Jury Inn up in Columbia, the Show Me Showdown, enjoying those complimentary amenities they got. First pitch, a deep drive, left center field, ranging over and making the catch. And boy, Devin Sawyer put a good swing on it there. That was his best contact of the day. Just got a little too much air under it. Center fielder doing a good job ranging over to make the catch. And bring in Kyle Pitts. So 1 out. Runner at first. And Pitts on the day. Couple of RBIs, couple of runs scored. And being a good leadoff hitter for the Bears. That pitch bounces in. Getting to 6:45. Had a first pitch time. At 4:39, had a pregame ceremony, as I described it earlier, that, boy, would rival what they do with at Busch Stadium on opening day. All we were missing was the Clydesdales roaming around the field as they were making a kind of a memorial of today being the final opening day here at Wagner Field. And it is ball 4 to Pitts, so 2 on here. They've been out getting through their 5th time through the order today. And aside from 3 base running blunders in the first couple of innings, you got to like what you see day 1 here. Offense, there's a rope. Hutchinson, line drive to left field. It got out there so quick, though, they're going to have to hold up Melton at third. But the bases are full now. And it'll bring in Braxton Swearingen, who all 4 of his at-bats today have been productive and got him on base. That was Hutch's first hit on the day. He'd been hit by a pitch twice, walked and sack bunted before that single, and now Swearingen's 3rd time at the plate. He's a couple of these at-bats, he's been down in 0-2 in the count, but he's seeing the ball pretty well. He gets a lot of cuts in the offseason. That pitch low and outside. And, sophomores are supposed to be young, inexperienced, but feels like, especially when you watch him play, the baseball intellect is there. And he, in his sophomore year, he's just kind of carrying himself like an upperclassman, as he should. Bases are loaded here. Chance to add on to the insurance. And that pitch catches the corner for a strike. Base is once again full of Bears. They are loaded. Ducks on the pond, and it's a fair ball down the third base line. Another hit for Braxton. 1 run in. Here comes a second. Trying to advance up to third is Hutch, and he's safe. It's a double for Braxton Swearingen. Give him 2 more RBIs. I think that's 4 more on the day for him. And Ava adding to the lead here. Now up 11-4. It's Adams at the plate. Adams with a big double that scored 2 his last time up. In the 6th inning, and we've got another pitcher's timeout. They called the bullpen, and Clinton about to use their 5th thrower on the day. Not how you draw it up there for Coach Ross on game 1.
And let us take care of your lawn.
Here we go. We are in the 7th inning. Fisher Melton, freshman, getting the opening day start. Good size on the young lad. In there on the right-hand side of the box. And right now, the way the sun glare going off the scoreboard, I can't read it at all right now. Again, they've got a $2 million baseball, softball, turf field, and another hip batsman. Clinton pitchers on the day. This is not a classic KKOZ over-exaggeration. They've hit 10 batters on the day. It's a leadoff man aboard. They got that $2 million complex that opened up next year. And you look around and you can see that it was time. We got a conference on the mound right now. And it looks like we got a pitching change, and Austin Petrie is coming in from the bullpen. And, folks, he's in a full hoodie out there. That tells you what the feel-like temperature is right now. We're in the top of the 7th. Call to the bullpen. We'll call Reed's Construction.
Do you have
Swinging a foul ball. Pitts back out there. It'll be 6, 7, 8 due up. So, maybe the biggest news of the day for the Ava Bears. They have got out of the district with Rogersville, Forsyth, and such. They went down to Class 3. I'm sure fans of Ava Bear basketball thinking, boy, I wish that would have happened sooner. But Ava now in Class 3. You still got some good teams in there. Fairgrove in it would probably be your early preseason favorite in that district. But Seymour, Sparta, Spokane, and Conway round out. So you got the Mid-Lakes and the Summit, and a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is the 12th strikeout for Pitts. He's in the zone. Brings them Jacob Balke. So that certainly, in my opinion, as far as a competition standpoint, good news for the Ava Bears. Here's swing and a pop-up to right field. Smith fighting the sun, and it's down. He's trying to get to 2, and the relay not in time. Sun poked itself back out there, and we've seen that a couple of times in right field today of getting a slow jump on it. It'll be a double for Balke. So with 1 out, a runner in scoring position, and Ryan Lowe, the 8-hole hitter, up. 1 for 2 on the day. Pitts comes home, fastball, swung on and missed. Swing and jammed him. Foul. Getting colder literally by the minute. The sun trying its best to stay out to give us a little bit of warmth from these breezy winds. Here's the pitch. Looks like a strike, and it is. How about 13 Ks on the day? And half of them have been taken looking. Bring in Townsend, the number 9-hole hitter. Temperature down in the 50s now here at Clinton. And yes, Joe, you are correct. Joe Corum, I got to start keeping them gloves in the vehicle. Everything else, we're plenty layered. The hands are chilly. Should have had better pockets with the hoodie pullover combo. There's a strike set on the outside corner. Pitts trying to pitch around that 1-out double. Fastball, spots. Oh, that's been a strike a lot today. But it wasn't right there. Pitts back on the rubber. He'll come set. Trying to strike out the side, and there's a passed ball. Tell you about the kind of day he has had. 2 strikeouts in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, 2 so far in the sixth. That's how you rack up the Ks, ladies and gentlemen. You got 13 of them. Don't need Dr. Hall to do that math for me. Swing and a high one left field, trying to hook foul, and it is, just by a foot or 2 foul. So Ava avoids some damage there. Friday early evening now here on the best radio in the Ozarks. We're glad you're with us. Made the 2.5-hour trek up, and the batter knew it as soon as the pitch crossed the plate. Backwards K, ring 'em up, 14 strikeouts through 6 innings for Kyle Pitts. Not too shabby for opening day. We head to the 7th inning. Ava Bears leading Clinton 9-4.
Bartow.
So a 3-0 count here to Swearingen and low ball 4. So Braxton has reached base all 4 times, I believe, here on opening day. Hit by a pitch, walked, and a couple of hits. So 2 for 2 officially there. And he'll bring in Preston Adams. 0 for 2 and was also hit by a pitch. I think everybody on the team, though, has been hit by one. Here's a laser to left center field. It's back. It is down and off the wall. 1 run in. Swearingen on his horse trying to go from first to home, and he will. Preston Adams, a deep shot to left center field. 2 runs come in, and Ava has got the cushion back up to a 4-run advantage. Great base running there from Braxton at first. Seen the ball was going to get down. Got on the horse. Like an oak lawn down in Hot Springs, giddying up around the bases. Here's a passed ball now, and Adams will move up from second to third. Eight for the advantage now here in top of the 6th. Another one gets by. Adams going to try to score, and he does. Again, deeper box here behind home plate. And off this fence, you really don't know which way the ball kind of will squirt out. That time it shot off to the left. And this is the largest lead the Bears have had today. They were up 5-1 heading into the bottom of the 2nd. And then Clinton tightened it up in the bottom of the 3rd. We had a 1-run game. Ava scratched one across in the 5th. And swing, Kenan Pitts sends one to right. The right fielder tracks it over to left and makes a catch for the out number 2. F9 in your scores book. And it'll bring in Parker Smith. So they have 3 runs in the inning, and the lead back up to 4. Now it's actually 5. 9 for the score. Clinton, a Class 4 school. I failed to mention this. This was actually a part of my pregame notes and didn't get to it. Maybe the biggest news of the day. And here's a fair ball. Parker Smith with the hit. He's rounding first, heading to second, trying to get a double down the line, and he does. These young kids looking the part here at the varsity level in the first game of the season. Now brings in Gunnar Evans. Nine, 4. Runner at second, 2 down, and off the hands. Fly ball to shortstop, 2 outs. Everybody's moving, and caught for the 3rd and final out. But big inning there for the Insurance. Ava adds 3 in the top half of the 6th. We go to the bottom half. It's your Ava Bears 9, Clinton 4. And we'll talk about that big news with Ava in the classification next. You're listening to Ava Bear Baseball on Cause Radio.
Cover more ground with the...
Well, the song they were playing there over the speakers was "The Heat Is On." That does not accurately describe the temperature right now. Here it's 6:23 in the evening. Up here in Clinton, Missouri, I should have brought my gloves. That's what's bothering me right now. First pitch is going to be taken for a strike. It's been always my rule of thumb at Arrowhead. If you got cold hands or cold feet, your whole body feels cold. I'm feeling it right now. That pitch just a little bit high and away. Did get one quick update on Garrett Richards. Won't delve in too much to it. Was a bruised knee situation. Actually, something happened in warm-ups, taking a ground ball. And then on that play going over to second, just kind of a little discomfort there going. Hopefully nothing torn or whatnot. But, has some coloration going on and everything. So a bruised knee situation is what we're calling it now. There's the talented freshman, Garrett Richards, who had a sac bunt in that second inning that kind of started the two-out rally. Ava leading 6-4. This is Pitts, and it's a leadoff walk. That'll give the Bears leadoff runner here in the sixth inning. And that brings in Jordan Hutchinson. Two-run ball game. And check over the runner at first. Leadoff man aboard and square to bunt. Hutch pushes a nice one down the first base side. And Ava today, now this is something we've struggled with the last couple of years. Some of these situational baseball, the small ball, getting the bunt down, moving runners. And by my unofficial count, we are 3 for 3 in attempting that today. The base running, there's room to improve there. We've been thrown out 3 times by the catcher, Jack English. So 1 on, 1 out, throw back over, and it gets into center field. Pitt's got a jump on it, and he'll make it up to third. So taking advantage there of the throwing error. Second baseman didn't get there really in time, but the throw was low anyway. Here's a pitch high and in. One 0 the count with a runner at third. And that pitch just inside. Two 0 count and high and in. Swearingen so far today, hit by a pitch. Had a 2 RBI hit. And then a single on a pop-up on the infield that just nobody knew who to get. Now we're going to have a conference on the mound, so we will take a Ava baseball timeout. We're at the top of the 6th. It's getting colder, but the game's getting good. 6-4 our score. Got a new pitcher warming up for the Clinton Cardinals. It'll be their third one of the day. Jacob Balke, who goes from DH to the mound here in a 2-run game. We'll start the top of the 6th. Up next, it'll be 1, 2, 3 in the order. Pitts, Hutchinson, and Swearingen.
Hi, folks. Jay Loveland from Jay Loveland Auto.
Swing and a hit, and it gets into the outfield. Found the hole between first and second. And that is a leadoff single for the Cardinals. 2-3-4 up right now. Kind of a dangerous spot here. Kyle Pitts still out pitching, and again, don't have the pitch count going. I'd imagine he's starting to get up there now, say high 60s, low 70s. And a swing and a miss. So far, Will Golder, 1 for 1, was hit by a pitch and scored that 1 run in the first inning. And then had a big 2 RBI hit into the gap. There's a swing and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2. Check back over. And safe as the runner. Swing and a foul ball. Back to the fence. Runner Cody Mitchell at first with leadoff single. Ava holding on to a 6-4 lead right now here in game 1 season. There's a pitch, just barely misses the spot. And it's 1-2. Throw back over to first, and the runner is safe. The 1-2 slap towards the right side of the infield. Melton takes a look over at second, realizes he better take the sure thing, goes and steps on first. And 1 out. Kind of works as a sacrifice bunt. Garrett Richards, who went down in the, I think it was the 3rd inning on a throw down to second. Had a lower leg injury, had to get some help off the field, and haven't got an update there, but hopefully, knock on wood, nothing too serious. But he has stayed out of the game since having that moment. Coach Lofton then kind of reshuffled the deck, moved some pieces around, and playing on here. We are in the 5th inning, bottom half. Here at Clinton, the sun is covered now from the big cloud behind me. And, folks, it is chilly. There's a strike from Pitts. Again, game 1 of the season here, mid-March, cold day. Don't know how long he will go, but he's out here in the 5th, and there's a fly ball out of play, heading towards a bunch of vehicles. One, two, and froze him. 10th strikeout for Pitt. Kyle is dealing. That will bring in Maverick Martin. Just had all I can describe as a rough outing. Starting pitcher for Clinton, walked 2, hit 6. Gave up a couple of hits, helped Ava get that 5-1 lead. Swing and a foul. Ava, no runs offensively in the first, 5 in the second, none in the third and fourth, but did add 1 in the fifth. For Clinton, 1 run in the first. Oh, thank you, sweet Jesus. The sun comes back out. Warm it up here a little bit. None in the second. Lost my train of thought. I was so happy to see the sun and get about 5 degrees warmer for a bit. Here's a foul ball out of play towards the bullpen area, which it does look like Clinton is working on. They do have a JV game after this. Good old Cooper, of course, worked with him for a good handful of years at KKOZ. Said you're staying for the JV game, right? Said we were contractually obligated to play country music from 7 to 10 tonight. And strike 3 frozen on the outside corner, the 11th strikeout for them. Well, that JV game, you think it's cold now, it's going to be worse at about 8 o'clock. Be a late night on the bus. We've played 5 innings here in the varsity game. Our score, it is Ava 6, Clinton 4. You got to love some of the coincidences in baseball sometimes. Kenan Pitts, who just made the play out at shortstop, now will come in and lead it off for the Bears. 5, 6, 7. Due up. As I said during the start of the broadcast, here's one to right center field and down for a hit. And Kenan will get his first hit of his Ava varsity career here to start the 5th. Leadoff guy aboard. But a good mix of returning experience. Some of these young, talented freshmen. Parker Smith, who's now hitting in the spot for Garrett Richards, who again had that lower leg injury earlier. And squares to bunt, pulls it back, and the count at 1-0. Catcher talking to his teammates, saying, let's get the for sure out. Bears trying to play small ball. Oh, it's popped up, but lands in front of the pitcher. Throw down to first. And out. You could hear the fan in me there. I wasn't sure that the bunt was going to get down. A little too much air under it, but another one of these youngsters does his job. Moving the runner into scoring position. Gunnar Evans comes back in. And you just don't know that 5 runs is going to be enough. Here in this one, and Clinton still has 3 at-bats to go. Here is a passed ball. And Pitts, this is Kenan, will round third. Trying to add on some insurance here. Gunnar Evans, so far today, he's been hit by a pitch twice. Will he go for the hat trick? Fastball strike on the outside corner. Here comes pop-up on the infield. Third baseman will stay put. Almost a collision there between the first and second baseman, but the catch is secured. That'll be the second out. I've been a part of some cold games in my day outside in the elements, calling baseball, softball, but we're starting to enter in the top 3 territory. Curveball, and boy, good block there by the catcher. It was in the dirt, and Jack English, textbook there, sliding to his left, dropping down, chest out, bounced off, went to just a little bit to his left. Count 1-0. 2 outs. Liner and through. Fisher Melton with the RBI. Brings in the runner. And Kenan Pitts, who started the inning with a leadoff single, now gets to come and score. Now Devin Sawyer comes to the plate. The play called out over at first. Sawyer squares to bunt. They'll throw back over to first. 2 outs in the inning. If there has been one eyesore, a sty on the eye today, so to speak, of my critique of the first 5 innings of Ava baseball, but the base running not been up to par. We've been thrown out 3 times. And it's been a different situation each time. One time got a late jump. Another time, my theory is we read the wristband wrong. And the other one, I'm not really certain. I'll quit speculating. Probably not fair to our guys. There's a strike called. And Sawyer trying to extend the inning here. Scored in that big second inning for the Bears. Got a 6-4 score. That's a big lead at first for Fisher Melton. And doesn't go. And a swing and a miss. And catcher English thought that was the 3rd strike. He rolled the ball back to the pitcher. That was just strike number 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And a check back over to first. Melton will slide in safely. Six for the score. Melton a big lead over there at first again. Doesn't go. Curveball in the dirt. Now a late break, and he will get there. Now, Steele wasn't on, but that was just baseball instincts right there. Melton seen it, was in the dirt, bounced away from the catcher. Wasn't leaned back to first, or already heading back that way. Two out. And Sawyer will stay alive. We are in the top of the 5th. Tyler Watterson out in. The elements. Swing and a miss. That will end the inning. Bears do pick up 1. Kenan Pitts leadoff single. Fisher Melton a 2-out hit to bring him in. We head to bottom of 5. It's Ava 6, Clinton 4.
Accounting for, keeping track of. The good descriptions for Paul Wade at Paul Wade and Associates of Ava. Paul Wade and Associates of Ava, your certified public accounting. Great bookkeeping, great accounting, great advice, and a great fan. That's Paul Wade and Associates. Phone number 417-683-2319. That's 417-683-2319 in Ava, Missouri.
All right, bottom of the 4th. Pitts back out to the mound. And don't have the pitch count clicker with us today. I would assume Pitts is not necessarily getting up there at a heavy amount, but first game of the year on a cold, windy day. Don't know how much they're going to push here on the first game. What a beautiful off-speed pitch. Sets in the zone for strike 2. Count is at 1-2. It is Jacob Balke, the designated hitter. Swing and a foul ball. Spoils a fastball on the outside corner. Bears right now, the big inning there in the second. They scored all 5 of their runs. Giving them the 5-4 lead. Certainly tightening up now. Fastball misses high. And boy, the cloud has set covering up the sun. Felt like the temperature just fell 10 degrees all of a sudden, and a nice off-speed pitch. Boy, if you're a hitter, that is nasty. Another strikeout. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts here through 3 1/3 for Pitts. Batter will be Ryan Lowe. 7-8-9 is where we started here, and there's a swing and a miss for strike one. Here's the 0-2 and a pitch just a little bit low and inside. We are in bottom of the fourth. Boy, good looking pitch there on the outside corner. And count is evened up at 2-2. Spring baseball. I've heard Joe say it years and years and years. It's the coldest thing we do. It feels like it right now. Swing and a high drive to deep left field, and we can't get there in time. It is down, and that will be a one-out double there for the 8-spot hitter. And Hutchinson, I think, is still out and left. Running so fast into the wind, his hat blew off. Had to cover a lot of ground there. The wind just kept carrying that down the line in left field. So the tying runner in scoring position, and Townsend the batter. Fourth hit for the Clinton offense, and a curveball fools Townsend. And he went. Count at 0-1. Boy, we still got 3 more innings in this weather. Woo. Temperature dropping. Squares to bunt, pulls it back, and it's still a strike. So 2 strikes. And the pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3 at the 9th strikeout for Pitts. But it's the top of the order here. Caden Lafarge. Some of these walk-up songs, I'm feeling my age. Never heard that one before in my life. Here's the pitch, swing and a liner to short, but jumped up, snagged, and caught by the freshman Kenan Pitts. And Big Brother comes over and gives him some glove love as he jumped up, timed the jump perfectly, and snagged it for the 3rd and final out. So the tying runner stranded at second. We head to the 5th. Ava leading 5-4. Top of the 4th. And just like for Clinton there in the 3rd, for the Bears, it'll be 9-1-2. Due up first. Curveball swung on and missed. And it's quickly 0-2. With the Bears in the first 3 innings. Kind of given Clinton 3 outs, 3 base runners thrown out. Here's a grounder towards 3rd. Long throw to make, and got it in time for the first out. Aside from the base running blunders, whether a late jump, a read of the wristband wrong, or miscommunication, things offensively have looked pretty good. Bears have, of course, it helps when you have been hit at the plate 7 times by the Cardinal pitching. But then once the Bears got base runners on, they did make him pay. Kyle Pitts is one of them that goes right back to shortstop and throw just in time. And it's 2 quick outs. Too quickly down. Hutch, his third at bat. He's walked and gotten hit and hit again. Almost surreal. I'm going to bear with me. It's going to take a bit, but I got to add this up just for clarity here so you guys know I'm not exaggerating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7th time we've got hit, and we've been walked 3 other times. That is 10 free base runners. Ava, unfortunately, though, sometimes has been their own worst enemy out on the bases. Hutch, he was thrown out because of a late jump from second to third on a passed ball. I don't think there was anything signaled or called there. We yell out the numbered play for the wristband. Hutch has a sizable lead. Pitch comes, swing, and Swearingen pops it up in foul territory. First baseman chasing, and thankfully lands a lot of foul territory room here at Wagner Field. Jimmy Schmitting, the first baseman, did have some real estate to work with. But boy, the high fly balls and ones in foul territory going to be higher degree of difficulty than normal because of these heavy wind gusts. 5-4 our score here at the top of 4. Hutch is leaning. He takes off, swing, and a foul tip. And foul ball will make Hutch go back to first. And he got a good jump on that one. But again, this, if you were tuned in the first and second innings, this catcher, Jack English, has displayed quite the rocket arm. Thrown out 3 runners trying to advance base. Swearingen fouls one back towards the fence. Still 2 strikes on Braxton. Talented sophomore. Started basically every game his freshman year and played about 5 different positions. Maybe more. Utility, very versatile. It's a way to get you in the lineup when you're young. Ball in the dirt, throw down to second, and Hutch got under that one. Better jump by Hutch. Of course, we know has wheels. And now he's in scoring position. Count at 1-2, fastball high. And swing and a pop-up, but it's on the infield. Now it's trouble. Third baseman, no one knew who to call for it, and it lands right between third and the pitcher mound. Miscommunication. You had somebody yelling, "That's you, that's you," and other guys saying, "That's you, that's you." Catcher at first off the bat thought it was in his territory. I guess you score that as a hit. But that Bears now with some extra life. Can they make them pay? Runners on the corners with 2 down. Ava holding a 1-run lead. You got Preston Adams at the plate. Pitch comes and stays just a bit outside. Swearingen with his lead at first. We've already seen the arm from the catcher, so Oh, it jammed him. Pop up on the infield with 2 down, and the catch is made by the shortstop right over second base for the third and final out. Ava gets a couple of guys on, but unable to capitalize. Got a ball game here cooking in Clinton. Bottom of the fourth, we head. It is Ava 5 and the Clinton Cardinals 4.
Stockman's Bank. Proud past, exciting future. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, I believe Parker Smith has come into the game at right field now as well. So Coach Lofton, because of that injury to young Richards, has moved some pieces around the Ava Bear chessboard in the field. Pitt's back to work. It is the left-handed batter, Cody Mitchell, 0 for 1. Pitt's got him looking in the first inning. We are here in the third, and a swing and a miss. One and one the count. We got one out, and the runner at second. 5-1 the score. Pitts with a look back at second, and time is called. See the coaches right now tending to Richards. Again, lower leg injury. Not sure. Foot, ankle, heel, what happened. But it was obvious that he was in pain and had trouble standing up under his own power. Next pitch. It's on its way and jammed the batter, just barely fouled it off. And it stays 1-2. Wind picking back up again. And it's probably about time for the old Ava Bear over here. Pitch, fastball high and out. And the Cardinal lefty has worked the count back even. 2-2. Pitts out of the stretch. Looks the runner, fires home, curveball and foul ball. Down the right field line. Get it back in from right field. And about to do it again. Runner still at second. And pitch. Fastball, a little bit high maybe, but fouled off. And we are still at a count of 2-2. Got a battle here between Kyle Pitts and the lefty Cody Mitchell. Here's the 2-2 again. Took some off of it this time and still fouled out of play. This about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Starting to get a little chilly. We still got the sun out, but the blankets and coats are coming out as well. Pitch just a little low and in. Good location. Now the 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Pitts doesn't like the first sign. Likes the second. Takes a breath. Lets it come. Fastball up the middle. And Evans backhands it. Long throw. And not in time. It is an infield hit. And Evans didn't get the best read on it initially. Didn't know whether he needed to charge in or wait back on it. Tough play to make either way. But it does open the door for the Cardinals here in the bottom of the third. Runners now on the corners. And the three-hole hitter, Will Gardner. Almost a pickoff at third. Pitts with a quick move. By my count, which you all know, Lynn Biggs is keeping the scorebook regardless of the sport. The stats, the numbers are always unofficial. That was the first hit given up by Pitts on the day. And back in another check at the runner. Pitts has his sign. Here it comes. Curveball sent into right center field. It is found the gap. And it's going to be extra bases. One run in. And they'll hold up the runner at third. And the Cardinals with life here in the third. Will Golder with a laser sent to right center field. And give Devin Sawyer and Smith credit for getting that ball in as quick as they did to hold up Mitchell at third. It was in the gap. I thought, well, that's a first-to-home situation after I seen where the ball landed. But a good relay. So now runners at second and third with the one down. There's a pitch and a strike. And you got the meat of the order here for the Cardinals. So 5-2 our score now here in the bottom of the third. Ava's still with the lead, but this is the tying run at the plate. And steps off the rubber. 5-2. Swing, and there's a hit into right field. One run in, and Smith misplays it out and right. A second run comes. Rounding second, heading into third is Jack English. So a single that turns into a three-bagger. And just like that, it is a 5-4 game. And that little 4-run cushion is no more. And you're tying a run at 90 feet away. And the Clinton folks, pretty big crowd on hand here for the opening day from the Clinton faithful. Here's a pitch low and away. That pitch, swing and a miss. Count at 1-1 with the one out. He's got to regroup here. Swinging a foul ball. 3 hits now in the inning. And I'm always, when an inning starts off, leadoff walk. Good old Tommy and Gerald that set up in the press box with us. They've set the press box softball, baseball field years and years and years. Lucky enough to get to have a few up there with them. Leadoff walks. They score nearly every time, it seems like. They used to have a percentage they'd throw out there on it, but I've forgotten several things since then, those talks. Here's a pitch. A little bit out. Maverick Martin, the batter. So Maverick's got to feel a lot better. He was the starting pitcher for Clinton and gave up those first 5 runs. And now sees the team right back in it and can tie it up with one swing here. Foul ball out of play. It's a full count now. Tightening up here in Clinton. In the bottom of the third, wind up the pitch, and off-speed beauty that froze him. This will be the 7th batter of the inning. Clinton, 1 run in the first, none in the second. 3 so far here in the third. And Jimmy Schmitting steps in. 0 for 1, a ground out to second. Wind picking back up, the temperature dropping. Not fun when you're a broadcaster out in the elements, not in a press box. Press box was pretty tiny. Did really seem to want us up in there in it and make it sardine-like. And so I just said, well, I'm putting this table wherever I want. So I posted up right here behind home plate. 5-4 the score. Tying runner at third. Pitch to the lefty, jammed him, lands foul. And 2 strikes now. On the batter. Stating the obvious here, but it would be big. To keep the lead here. Foul ball. And it's 0-2. Pitch. Pitts working out of the windup here. To Schmitting. Got him to chase one in the dirt. Adams will tag him out. And that'll be the final out of the inning. Ava keeps the lead. Pitts ends up striking out 3 in the frame, but does give up 3 hits, a leadoff walk, and Clinton plates 3. We got a ball game. We're in the bottom of the third. Pitts back out to work, and there got a guy chasing high. It's Townsend, the batter. It is 9-1-2. Here for Clinton. Curve ball just missed a bit outside. And it'll be ball 4. Looks like a good spot. That is the first walk issued by Pitts. Now, Pitts hit a couple batters himself in the first inning. I'm not sure what's in the air. Might be these 40-mile-per-hour gusts of wind. But Pitts has definitely settled down since that first inning. But there, it is a 1-out. And it is the top of the order now, Caden Lafarge. Pitch misses high and in. Count at 2-0. Check over with the runner at first. 5-1 our score, if you're just getting dialed in off work or whatnot. See 5:30 the time. There's an off-speed pitch, stays upstairs. Clinton able to advantage of a couple of hit batters and an error in that opening inning. But they had the bases loaded, and Pitts was able to get out of it. Retiring the last on a strikeout. At a 1-2-3 second inning. Here's a pop-up out of play. Full count. And the pitch. Swing and a soft fly in foul territory. Swearingen and Lobb chasing it. And foul ball, both of them fighting the sun and the wind. And Lobb didn't look like he really ever got his sights on it. 3-2 the pitch. Another one coming, and they want time stepping out. Caden Lafarge. And now Pitts and Adams will come and have a little mini conference. Count is full. Here in the third. Runner at first for the Cardinals. Pitts is set, comes home curveball, and fought off foul. Down the first base side. Pitts. And checks over at the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Runner goes out at home. Throw, and oh, man. Had an opportunity there for a double play, and Richards landed awkwardly. And got a situation here with the young talented freshman. Not sure hip, ankle, or what exactly happened. And teammates trying to help him up, and boy, he's rolled it pretty rough or whatnot. He's trying to, right now, just maintain his balance standing up. Sure this has Dad and Mom a little bit uncomfortable here. Fisher Melton looks like he's about to check in, coming in with his glove. The throw a little bit to the right of the bag. And it was like he did it before he went and lunged for the ball. And he's getting some help off right now, some assistance from Coach Lofton and from Gunnar Evans. Clinton folks, very classy here, giving some applause. And if you've listened to games from me over the years, you know I don't like speculating too much. But, of course, will give my opinion anyway when it comes to injuries. And all I'm going to say is a lower leg injury right now. Just kind of a awkward fall. We don't have trainer Dave here, so I'm guessing Cooper Emmerich or Caleb Johnson's going to, one of those two coaches is going to try to give the diagnosis right now. But he's not putting any weight on the lower leg. So Richards is out. And we've got some moving around going on right now. It looks like Fisher Melton will come in and play first. And Gunnar Evans running back onto the field. So we've moved some guys around. Looks like Swearingen at third now. Kennan Pitts at shortstop and Gunnar Evans at second. And we still got time. Looks like Bob may be coming out. I tell you what, we're going to take an Ava Bear baseball timeout. We're in the bottom of the third. One out, a runner at second, and your Bears leading 5. First is a strike. And Garrett Richards, freshman here, second at bat in the third inning. First bat laid down a sacrifice bunt and kind of helped kickstart the big second inning there. Brave has scored 5. No runs in the first, 5 in the second. Richards, a grounder towards second. And the second baseman who made a sensational play to get out of the inning last inning routinely fields this one, and leadoff man is retired. Bears in that second inning sent 11 to the plate. Gunnar Evans in. He was one of the half dozen kids who got hit by a pitch in the first 2 innings, especially that second inning. Just kind of the wheels fell off for the Cardinals starting pitcher. And you could see it many batters before that he was a bit rattled upstairs. 2 pitches in a row for a strike. And again, this new pitcher, Caden Townsend. Townsend winds up, fires, and Richard spoils what I think looked like a changeup that was kind of dying as it arrived at the plate. It's fallen low in the zone, maybe even out of the zone. Evans gets a tip on it, foul ball, and that curveball will hit the batter. And we're going to have some bruised shoulders and rib cages tomorrow. Parents will be getting the ice baths ready. And this is some stuff you see sometimes early in the season, but boy, this is wild to a crazy extent. Runner goes, and my goodness, thrown out by a wide margin. And this catcher right now, that is his third throw out in the first 3 innings. And I looked, I'm not sure if we got our sign right on that or not. But now the count 0-2 quickly here to Fisher Melton. Well, aside from our base running on getting thrown out here, Ava's looked pretty good so far early in the game. 2-2 the count now. Here to Melton, who was walked last inning and came around to score. Swing and a pop-up on the infield. It's a major league pop-up. Second baseman backpedals to make the catch. And because of the thrown-out base runner, Townsend faces the minimum. We go to bottom of the third. Ava 5, Clinton 1. Spring open house there at Schnurfy Goods this weekend. All the outfits for you ladies out there to make you feel schnurfy. And for guys, there's stuff for you too. Some shaving accessories and whatnots, beard oils, all that macho manly stuff. Go there tomorrow between 10 a.m. and 3:30. Well, as a pitcher, this is what you love to see. Kyle Pitts comes back out for his second inning of work. They were down 1-0, now up 5-1. Grounder towards second. Evans fields it clean. And Swearingen with the toe drag there at first base to retire the leadoff man. Jacob Balke, the designated hitter, up. Clinton, Missouri. Had some folks messaging me this week. You guys going to Clinton Friday? Yeah, we are. Well, good. Better you than I making that drive. That's what I heard from a couple folks. It is, I think 124 miles from Cause Studio. Our trip up here. Something like that in that ballpark. Swing and a foul ball. And the count quickly at 0-2. The Clinton Cardinals, their final season opening game here at Wagner Field. Got a $2 million turf complex that'll get to open next year. And outside corner, Pitts hitting the spots here. That is his third strikeout. It'll bring in Ryan Lowe. Wind has died down a little bit. Still got some sunshine out. And boy, is it going to get colder and colder with each passing inning here. I've still got the Ava Bear pullover behind the chair. Got my Kansas City Chiefs comfy chair. Got the White Bids for Bargains table. Got the laptop set up. We're just right behind home plate here. 0-2 the count. Didn't have that pitch. Strike three pitches from Pitts. And a 1-2-3 inning. Ava with momentum as we head to the third. Bears leading over the Clinton Cardinals 5-1.
Comprehensive retirement planning involves...
It says keep it rolling. Kenan Pitts will dig in. And first pitch he sees low. And I'm trying to get the number of the new Cardinal right-hander. It looks like Caden Townsend, the center fielder, if I'm not mistaken. So Townsend goes from center to the mound. Bases loaded here in the second inning, and that pitch low and in. And the count at 2-0. Won the score. Swing and towards the right side of the infield, a diving stab knocked it down, and they get the out at first. Young Kenan Pitts robbed of a hit. You can't do anything but tip your cap to the second baseman, ranging to his left in the hole between first and second. Full extension dive, gloved it clean, and got the throw in time. But a big inning for the Bears. They played 5 in that opening inning. Or that second inning, excuse me. We go to the bottom of the second, 5-1. Bears with a couple of runners on. Don't have a hit yet. The first inning, there was a walk and a hit batsman, and that's what we got. Here in the second, 2 aboard, and Fisher Melton, another one of these talented freshmen. He don't look like no freshman. 6 foot or right around there. And that pitch almost grazes him. And it's 3-0. Coach Lofton says be smart here. Big leads by the runners and ball 4. Everybody moves up. And so little control issues right now for Martin. And it brings in Devin Sawyer. Sawyer in his senior year, bases loaded. 2 out. Ava down 1-0. We are in the top of the second. Martin back out of the windup and a fastball for a strike. Counted 0-1. Martin, high leg kick. Here it comes. Swing and a miss behind the fastball, and it's 0-2. Martin, just from what I've seen the first 2 innings, it's much more comfortable going out of the full windup. 0-2, bases full. And got a piece of it, spoiled a fastball high. And we'll redo the 0-2. Bears with the bases full here. Sawyer awaits the 0-2. And that one hit him, and that will tie it up. An RBI earned the easy way or the hard way, depending on your perspective. That scores the freshman Kenan Pitts. And now brings in older brother Kyle Pitts. 0 for 1 in the game, bases still full of Bears. Evans at third, Melton at second, Sawyer at first. Martin goes back out of the stretch now and pitches a strike. So I said he looked more comfortable out of the windup. Still hit a batter. This inning, he has hit 2 and walked 2. Count at 1-1. Big leads for the runners. And as a grounder finds the hole in between third and short, that will score 1, maybe 2. Melton rounding third, and he is in. And Kyle Pitts with a clutch 2-out hit that scores 2. And it's a 3-1 Ava lead here. Runners at first and second, still with the 2 down. And Kyle Pitts, we're waiting for a courtesy runner situation. And I believe that's Owen Hannaford coming in to run. Very bright. Hutch, the batter now. Ava taking advantage of some wild pitches here that have hit batters. Here's a throw down to first on the snap, and that'll wake Hannaford up a little bit. Good slide there outside and around the tag. Not that he wasn't awake already, but get in there as a youngster, your first action. This catcher, the arm is live, folks. He's already thrown out 2 Bear base runners in the first inning. That pitch looks like a strike, and it is. Count is evened up at 1-1. Martin now to the stretch. Runners at first and second. Ava trying to keep the 2-out rally going. Curveball low. And it's 2-1. Braxton Swearingen waits on deck. Here's the 2-1. And, ooh, did that hit him? It did. Another hit batsman in the inning. And right now, Maverick Martin is having a Ricky Vaughn Wild Thing moment. It's either humming down the middle or hitting the batter. Bases loaded now for Braxton Swearingen. He was hit by a pitch in the first inning. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 batters hit by a pitch in the game. That's the 3rd this inning. Martin has put on 5 runners himself and also given up a hit here. Bases full of Bears once again, and Braxton fouls one off. Got jammed a little bit on the inside heater. And count is at 0-1. Still 2 outs here. Top of 2. That one, big, mighty cut. Comes up empty, and it's 0-2. Martin. High leg kick, wind up, line to left field, and it is down for a hit. That'll score 1. Trying to score 2. Hannaford rounding and is in. How about this inning for the Bears? 9 guys have come to the plate. Pitts and Swearingen coming up with 2 RBI, 2-out hits. And Preston Adams, who started this inning, now comes in, and it's a 5-1 Ava lead all of a sudden. It's already here in the second inning, more runs than they scored against Clinton last year in 9 innings. Runners at first and second. And the pitch a little bit low and in. At this point, kind of got to wonder what Coach Taylor Ross is mulling over on opening day. Not sure what their schedule looks like this weekend or early next week. Here's a foul ball trying to get out of play and lands safely near the fence. But right now, his pitcher is struggling. One and one the count. A lot of pitches in this inning. Thrown by the Clinton Cardinal right-hander. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a foul ball off the foot of Adams. That's an ouch. 1-2 the count. And here it comes, and that hits the batter. And right now I kind of feel for the Martin kid because he looks lost and rattled. And Coach Ross coming out. Timeout on the field. Bears making the Cardinals pay for some of these pitching mistakes. 2 hits in the inning. They've been walked twice, and they've now been hit 4 times just in this inning alone. We got a call to the bullpen. Ava leading here in the top of the second, 5-1. You're listening to Ava Bear Baseball on Cause Radio, the best radio in the Ozarks. It'll be stealing down to second, and first pitch in for a strike. Next one, foul tip back behind towards the road by the senior center here in Clinton. GPS Clinton Schools does not take you to the baseball field. It's here kind of by this senior community center. But this new $2 million turf project is going to be by the schools next year. Curveball taken for strike 3. That is the second strikeout that Martin has recorded. And Kenan Pitts, the freshman, comes in. Now that play in the first, it was kind of a slow roller. You know, the head's going a million miles an hour thinking, do I have time to get the guy at home? Just ever so slight little concentration. Tap, doing a lot of thinking. Had a little bobble. Now getting his first at bat. Him and a lot of this freshman group, they have traveled the state and beyond playing baseball in their youth. And that pitch taken for a strike. It's 2-1. Seen what this group, or if you've heard what they've done in middle school baseball last couple of years, shouldn't surprise many. But you see some freshmen in the lineup here. That pitch taken low and away. And we're setting at 3-1 now. Where's the pitch? High and in, ball 4. This will be the third base runner we've had in the game. The previous 2 thrown out, one of them because of a late jump on a pass ball, and the other one, I'm not sure if we had miscommunication with the wristbands or what was going on, but was caught stealing, thrown out at second, and we have seen that the catcher has an arm. Now here's another one of these talented freshmen, Garrett Richards. He'll get the bunt down, textbook bunt, push towards the first base side, and almost beat it out. The out is at first, but little things, fundamentals, getting the bunt down, doing your job. That is a successful first plate appearance. There for the Youngsman, puts a runner in scoring position. Two down, Gunnar Evans at the plate. Kenan Pitts has made it over to second now after the sacrifice bunt. And first pitch in there for Strike 1. Here's the 1-0. Excuse me, 0-1. Pitch taken inside. Count at 1-1. We're at a 1-0 baseball game. Here in the top of the second. Tyler Watterson, we brought our own table. There's a hit by pitch. Evans now is aboard. That is the second batter. Martin with all the movement on that fastball. He has walked 2 and hit 2. But the Bears have yet to make him pay. Here comes in Fisher Melton. Opportunity presents itself for Melton here. At the top of the second, 2 down, 2 on. Runners are at first and second, and that pitch, fastball high and in. Next pitch, taken low. It's a ball. And we got time. Looks like we'll have a little mound chat. We'll take a timeout, too. Bears trying to make something happen here in the top of the second. All right, the conference is over. Big situation already here early, and it's a passed ball. Runners will move up. And the batter, cleanup guy, squared to bunt. Clint was going to do some small ball with Jack English, the cleanup man, who's also the catcher, who threw out a couple in that top of the first. Now we got runners at second and third. Curveball hit towards third. Pitts with a bobble there, and the run will come in. And everybody's safe. I've been there at third. Wasn't ever good enough to start as a freshman. But that first game of the year, that first one that goes to you, there's some nerves and some butterflies and anxiety you got to work through. Big brother might be letting little brother hear about that later at home behind closed doors. 1-0. Now our score. And I joke about that, but pretty neat stuff there. You get to play with your brothers. Now we throw over at third and got the runner in a pickle. Throw down to short and out. Good execution with the rundown. Richards coming over from short to third in time to get the out. And Pitts, a good move over at third. And Kyle helps erase one there. He's put a couple of guys on, but they're able to get the out. Now here's a strike on the outside corner. Batter is Maverick Martin, the pitcher. With a runner at second, 2 down, 1-0 is our score. Evans, Richards working behind the runner, and Pitts, very good move there. Doesn't make a throw, but runner goes diving back in. It's an 0-1 count. Swing and a miss. Got the fastball, blew by him. And it's 0-2. First pitch time, not until 4:39 today. All the opening ceremony stuff. Tried to climb the ladder. Went on a little fishing expedition there, getting them to chase one. And Martin held off. Good location for the 0-2 count. Now it's 1-2. Pitts trying to limit the damage. Runner goes to third. Adams throw down to third. And safe. And strike 3 to call. That's why everybody was holding up. I didn't hear the umpire make like an enthusiastic strike 3. So Pitts gets out of the jam with a little bit of damage, but not a lot. After 1 inning of play, our score 1. Well, Kyle Pitts will take the mound for the Bears. Had a couple of base runners, but the pitcher Martin ends up facing close to the minimum because of 2 runners thrown out. So Let's go around the diamond here. Pitts throwing to Adams. First pitch a strike. Next pitch a fastball in. We've got at third base Kenan Pitts, and they're going to say that pitch nicked the batter. So in a game of inches, we're about 0 for 3 so far on some close plays. Left side of the defense, freshman. Garrett Richards at shortstop, Kenan Pitts at third. At second, Gunnar Evans. At first, Braxton Swearingen. And this is the lefty Cody Mitchell, and a big cut, but missed it all. Pitts gets ahead 0-1. In left field, Jordan Hutchinson. In center field, Devin Sawyer. And in right field, Jacob Lobb. Square to bunt, pull back. And called the ball. Count at 1-1. Pitts working out the stretch, leadoff runner on, and I guess they called it a hit by pitch. And throw and check on the runner at first. Boy, the wind picks up there and about blew all my papers everywhere. Square to bunt, pull it back, and pitch stays elevated above. 2-1 the count to Mitchell, who's the starting second baseman. Throws right, bats left. Another check over at first to the runner. Safe there. Two one pitch. Runner goes. High pitch. Well, they call it a strike, and the throw goes into center field. Runner will stay put at second. And count it 2-2. And a stolen base there for the leadoff man, Caden Lafarge. Count it 2-2. One on, nobody out. We're in the bottom of one here in Clinton. And strike three called. Good pitch on the low inside corner. One away. And that'll bring in Will Golder. Interesting walk-up music with the Ain't No Holla Back Girl for you Gwen Stefani fans out there. That pitch high and in, and they say it hit him in the helmet. And so two runners on, both of them being put on by the thinnest of margins on the hit by pitch. We've got time, and Pitts is going out to consult with the field umpire, wondering if a couple of these Clinton guys aren't crowding the plate and even leaning into it. Now we'll bring everybody in and have a little powwow. We'll take an Ava Bear baseball timeout here in the bottom of the first, 2 on. We are finally about to get started here with the Ava Bear baseball season. We thought first pitch was at 4:30, but didn't realize Clinton was going to have more opening day ceremonies than what they do at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. So finally getting ready to get up and running. The pitcher today for the Clinton Cardinals, who are wearing their home white-on-white uniforms and probably walk a very fine line between some copy infringement from that team up there on the east side of the state. With the Redbirds on the bats, it'll be Maverick Martin starting, pitching, and our first batter coming in is Kyle Pitts. Pitts, a lefty, beginning his junior season. First pitch of the 2025 season. Here it goes, an off-speed one that catches a part of the outside corner. And that is strike one. Martin can get to the low 80s with that fastball. Watching him warmed up. And there comes the fastball inside. It was foul tipped. And Pitt's behind 0-2. Bears are in their blue tops and the gray pants. Martin has his sign here on the 0-2. Wind up, high leg kick, and a curveball taken outside. And the count at 2-1. Pitts digging back in. Martin takes a bit, now has his sign, delivers, and climbed the ladder, a fastball that Pitts fought off. And count will remain 1-2. Wagner Field in Clinton. You see Highway 7, 13, whichever part we're on of that. Over ahead. Curveball just a little bit low. And Pitt's working the count here. Got it 2-2. Pretty breezy day here, not too far from the big lakes. Truman, and fastball sets on the outside corner, according to home plate umpire. And taking it, looking for strike 3. That will bring in Jordan Hutchinson. Hutch. Hutch, one of the seniors on this team. Right-handed batter. He'll be in left field today at the start. Wind up, pitch, and in the dirt. Taken for ball 1. Wind is supposed to die down the longer we get into the day here. Right now the sun is out, so it's not terribly cold, but there's a fastball on the outside corner. I'll bet you when that JV game gets started, it's going to be pretty brisk. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the first. And that pitch a little bit low. Abe was supposed to play up here a couple years ago, and I believe that game rained out, not made up. Last year, it was a 9-inning game down at Kerr Field in Ava that Clinton won 4-3. So Bears making the 2.5-hour drive and looking for payback. That one a little bit low, and the count now at 3-1. It's a 3-1 count, and pitch a little bit low, and that will be ball 4. Hutch, of course, has wheels. So runners on your mark. Get set, and we'll see if Hutch goes here with the first pitch. Got a decent lead over at first. He'll not go. There's a pitch to Swearingen. Fastball taken for strike 1. Braxton, I'm digging the socks. Little retro there. Got some of those yellow rings around him with the blue. Hutch is off and running, and it's a curveball. Good pitch to run on, and the throw not in time. Boy, the catcher. I believe we learned something there. Jack English, he didn't necessarily show off that rocket during warm-ups, but boy, he had some quick pop time and some steam coming down, and Hutch, great slide to get in safe. So the Bears with a runner in scoring position. Count at 1-1. And fastball inside. It's a pass ball, and Hutch got a late break. This is trouble, and he's out. Out is the call. Coach Lofton thought the tag was missed, and it may have been, but the ball beat Hutch by way too much, and just got a bad break on it. Didn't see the pass ball initially, hesitated. Now it's a deeper backstop here at Clinton. But again, this catcher, he's got a rifle there for a right arm. And now the next pitch hits the batter. So great to get the base runner, but hurts that you had the caught stealing the pitch before. So with 2 outs, a runner aboard. And it'll be Preston Adams batting in the 4 spot. And get a look at the wristband, call the play out. Braxton on first, Adams at the plate. 2 out. They're in the top of the first. Martin out of the stretch, fires home, runner goes, throw down, and he is out. This catcher, he's shown off the arms a couple of times with English, and I'm not sure if we had miscommunication on the wristband or what, but 2 runners thrown out. We go to the bottom of the first. No score, opening day of Ava Bear Baseball. Getting ready to kickstart the 2025 spring Ava Bear Baseball season. Last year, let's just call it like it is. It was a down year for Ava Baseball, finishing with a record of 8-15. Of course, a rich tradition of baseball at Ava schools. Coach Weston Lofton in his 4th year at the helm and has a very unique mix of experienced returners and some young freshmen and sophomores that are going to be appearing in the lineup today. Let us meet our day 1 opening lineup. Here for the Ava Bears, leading off will be Kyle Pitts, and he will be on the mound today. Batting second, Jordan Hutchinson. He'll be in left field. Batting third, Sin Swearingen, who was an everyday starter in his freshman season. He will play first base today, day 1. Batting cleanup, Preston Adams, the returning senior who was an all-district guy last year. He'll be catching today. Batting fifth, one of the first freshmen you'll see, Kenan Pitts. He'll be at third base today. That's younger brother of Kyle Pitts. Batting sixth, Garrett Richards, younger brother of Zach Richards. Kevin's second boy, and he will be playing shortstop today. Another freshman there. Gunnar Evans batting seventh. He's at second base. Another freshman, Fisher Melton. He will be the designated hitter today. Batting ninth, Devin Sawyer, center field. And Jacob Lobb will be playing in right field. Umpires and coaches are meeting. We're about to play ball. It's Ava Bear Baseball on Cause Radio, best radio in the Ozarks. And hello. The season opener taking place today here on Friday, March 21st. We made the long road trip to Clinton, Missouri to take on the Cardinals. We'll give you starting lineups and more. You're listening to Cause Radio, the best radio in the Ozarks.
Are you tired of checking